Hello, welcome back to the Vieve YouTube channel. You know that I'm here because we've got a new launch. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about the Vieve Invisiveil setting spray and the modern makeup sponge. I'm clearly getting ready for the day. I thought the best way to show you these products was to show you them in action. And we're also going to do check-ins because this setting spray is so unbelievable for obviously locking your makeup in place. To ensure my makeup lasts all day, prep is really important as well. So I'm going to use Skin Nova first. Skin Nova is our best-selling product. It is a primer, but it's so much more than that. The skincare ingredients in here are really beautiful. Skin Nova increases skin's moisturisation levels by 202%. It is so brilliant. It's lightweight. I know I'm not here to talk about Skin Nova, but I just can't help myself. Okay, so once that's on, I've got a nice glow. I'm going to use my SPF. Make sure you do 2 finger lengths. I'm going to talk to you about the modern makeup sponge first. This sponge took a surprisingly long time to get right. When I was looking at samples and different materials, I was really looking at the density of the sponge, the softness of the sponge. I didn't want it to be too soft that it would rip apart. I also didn't want it to be too firm that it felt too firm when you were kind of bouncing on your face. It comes in this really chic travel case, so you can use this when you're on the go. You can also use it as a little stand for your blender, whether that be on your desk, or you can actually just squish it in so it doesn't get dirty in your makeup bag. That was my damp sponge that I put in there. This is the sponge, brand new and dry. This is the one I've been using. So you can see it does obviously inflate when wet. It does increase in size, but not a comical amount. I like to have a little bit of precision with my sponge. So I actually do like using it dry and wet. I know a lot of people will be like, why? For rolling powder into the skin, I really like touching up with a dry modern makeup sponge. But I'm going to use my damp sponge to do my base makeup. Something else I love about this design, it's flat on the bottom, so you can just rest it on your desk. Small thing, but it really annoys me that my blenders, my sponges would always roll away from me, but now you put it on your desk. Keep it in your chic little travel case. Like, it's so sturdy. You will keep this. The sponge is amazing, but this Invisiveil setting spray is the most superb thing for me. It is unbelievable. I'm going to start applying some foundation. I'm just going to dot that on my face. And then I'm going to use Invisiveil straight away. I love spraying this in between doing the layers of my makeup and then obviously to set at the end. And I'm trying not to overload you, but there's so much about this product that I want to tell you about. The most important things, it locks in makeup for up to 16 hours, which is just unbelievable. It's more than you need, really, isn't it? It's vegan and cruelty free, of course. It is packed full of skincare ingredients, something that you're using on your skin every day. I think should always have skincare benefits. The ingredients we've got in here are Portulaca Vita, which is a really powerful antioxidant, vitamins B1, B2 and vitamin C. And this complex is brilliant for hydrating the skin. It's also anti-inflammatory and really soothing. It's anti-itch, so it's really lovely on sensitive skin. We have Cell Pulse, which is another strong antioxidant derived from coffee. This ingredient plumps skin. It actually smooths out the appearance of wrinkles, and it energizes and revitalizes your cells throughout the day. Perfect for a setting spray, right? And then we've got niacinamide as well, which we all know is really good for minimizing the appearance of pores, evening out the skin tone as well. And it also helps your skin's defense against moisture loss. It's non-drying, it's so lightweight. The mist, I was very particular about the mist. I didn't want it to be so light that you felt like you had to go in tons of times and it would just waft away in the air, but it's also not going to soak your face. It's the perfect balance of the two. Hi guys, it's Jamie from the future. I cannot believe that I didn't mention the scent of Skin Nova. I've just watched it and it completely slipped my mind, even though it's one of the things I'm most excited about. The scent for Invisiveil is our much loved, much adored Skin Nova scent, uplifting, neroli. It's not super fragrance. It gives you that uplifting, comforting, revitalizing scent, and then it dissipates, but it is so gorgeous. We're all obsessed with it. You're going to love it. And I feel like I've saved the best bit for last. This setting spray is alcohol free. Quite a lot of the time, really high performing setting sprays, one of the first ingredients is alcohol, because it dries your skin out and it stops your makeup from sliding around. It does lock it in place, but at a cost to your skin. This setting spray has the performance that I am just obsessed with without any alcohol. So your skin is going to absolutely love you for this. I've bounced that foundation all over, and now I'm just going to go in with my Modern Radiance Concealer with the sponge as well. The finish is just flawless. I love to use this kind of rounded side to get right up under my eye, and I can get really nice precision just with the sponge. And whenever I use my Modern Makeup sponge, I do tend to have my forefinger just on this flat bit, which does have the Vieve logo. Now that foundation I used is not a full coverage foundation, but by using the sponge, I've got such a flawless coverage. I've got a little blemish on my chin. I'm just gonna get that. Okay, now I've done my kind of like base products, I'm gonna set again. The way that I'm using the setting spray today, I think is perfect for a really long day, a big event, hot weather, weddings, festivals. You can definitely just do your face and makeup and then set at the end and you'll get brilliant results, but I am really putting this to the test today. I'm going to go in with my Modern Radiance Cream Bronzer and I'm going to go straight in with my sponge. This is such a nice way to get bronze that is really diffused, really blended and really soft and natural. I'm not going to go too sculpted today, but it is sunny outside and as soon as the sun comes out, that's me extra bronzed. I'm going to go in with my Sunset Blush Balm in the shade Piazza, which is going to be beautiful with this look. And can you guess what we're going to blend it out with? Yeah, Modern Makeup sponge again. So I'm going to use the point. I'm actually going to flip it over. I'm going to use that flat side and I'm just going to tap that roughly where I want the product to be before I start really blending it out. Now you'll notice that I'm using a lot of cream products. Technically, they're not meant to last as long on the skin. Powders and powdering your whole face is definitely going to last longest, but I have never really done that. So when I was testing out this setting spray, I feel like I really put it through its paces because I don't use a huge amount of powder all the time and I love bringing that blush right up under my eyes. I'm going to use a little bit of my Modern bronzer, the powder duo in the shade medium, just to build that colour a touch. Okay, this is one of my favourite things to do with the sponge. I have my Modern Powder Perfector, which is again, it's the best. And I'm going to take my damp sponge and I'm going to go in straight to the powder. If your sponge is really damp, you could start to develop a little bit of a film over your powder, but I've found that making sure my sponge isn't too damp, I don't tend to get that. But I'm going to go in with the sponge and the powder. This gives the most airbrushed appearance to your skin. I just go over all the areas that I tend to crease, which is like around my mouth, on top of any blemishes. That just takes the shine away, making sure that they don't look too obvious. And then I like to just go on my forehead in the middle. How good that skin looks. Now of course, now I'm going to go in and set again. I think that's looking really, really good. Last thing I'm going to do for my base is add a little bit of highlight. This is Nova Glow Liquid Light and I'm going to just apply it a little bit on the top of each cheek. And I'm going to go in with my sponge again. I like to use the bottom round part for this and I'm just going to tap that out. Isn't that skin just so good? Just to show you how brilliant this setting spray is and how well it sets your makeup, really locks it in. I'm going to take some eyeshadow from my Terra palette. We'll do a nice thick swatch and I'm going to set that. Now while I let this dry, I'm going to show off and go and do my lips and my freckle and I'll be right back. Okay, lips are Bark, Velvet Sands and Treasure lipstick. We'll list it down below. But that is me ready for the day. I've got a really busy day of work. I'm on meetings. I've also got things to drop off because I've gone on a hen do this weekend. And that is the door because we've got work going on in the house. So I'm going to go and get that. But this is my makeup set in place. It's looking really, really nice. It is 9 o'clock on the dot, which is nice and easy. Here's the swatch and it just does not move. It really locks everything in place, but it feels so comfortable. It really is an invisible veil on your skin. Really good hack to use both products together. See if you take your Invisiveil and spray it on your sponge, give it a little tap off. See if you just go round and really melt all that powder in, it will not move. Right, I'm going to check in with you through the day and keep you updated on my makeup. I'll see you soon. 4 hours in, very nice. This is where I'm decided to take my lunch break. I've been up in my office all morning, which I'm just about to go back to, but makeup's holding up well. I've also been playing with my daughter, who has definitely put her hands on my makeup, but so far so good. I'm not applying any more makeup, although I have been eating and the lipstick I've put on has worn away a little bit. Still looks good. I'm going to use Invisiveil just to refresh, just because it is actually hot Feels so hydrating, and another great thing about it that I've not mentioned yet is it is true to finish. So if you love your glowy base or your matte base, this is going to lock that in and it's not going to change the finish of it. I'm about to go on my longest meeting of the week. It's about 2.5 hours long, but we get so much done. This is my makeshift office. We're literally getting the attic finished this week and then I'm moving up there. So not only is this technically the dog's bedroom, it is my standing desk, which is where I was working earlier, but I cannot bother standing up anymore, so I'm here. It's 25, did my makeup, finished it at 9, so that's nearly 8 hours. I am still feeling really fresh. I have changed my lip, I had to. I was on an NPD call and I had to try something. I swear I just put the tiniest bit on, nothing else has been touched on my face. Everything's holding up really good. I will be back in a bit. Hello, check-in. It's now 7 o'clock. We've been finished makeup for 10 hours. We're looking strong. The workday has finished. The mum day has finished. Romy is in bed. And now friend duties. I have things to do, errands to run, and the makeup is cold and unstrung. Guarantee my friend's gonna be like, why are you all dolled up? I'm like, look, I actually did my makeup earlier this morning. But here is how we're looking in natural daylight. This is probably not very forgiving light, but I'm really happy. My lips have definitely faded, but I've had breakfast, lunch and dinner since I did my makeup, so I'm fine with it. I'm gonna finish what I'm doing, I'm gonna get home, and then we'll do one last check-in at the 12-hour mark. I was trying to make it to 9 o'clock, but guys, it's past my bedtime. I need to go for a bath and go to my bed. Here is my makeup almost 12 hours later. I have not touched up my face. I did apply a little bit of lipstick. This setting spray is on another level. You're going to love it so, so much. Every sample that I got of this product, I tried to use so sparingly because I didn't want to run out. But as now that we've launched, I can stay topped up unless we sell out. I'm really excited about it. I hope you love it so much. 12 hours later. Any questions at all, please do let me know. And other than that, I'll see you very soon. Bye.